Hey guys. Okay, I just got home from work and so my cat is desperate for love. I'm sorry, Pokey's going to be in the video again. I wanted to build off of what I had talked about in the last video, which was the way that scientific articles are set up, and that frequently you will have more than one report for reliability and validity because they are looking for different kinds of reliability and validity depending on what the instrument is assessing. Okay, I will put a link to this with the YouTube video, but this is a Google Doc that I have shared. So hold on, I'm gonna get real close. Hopefully it's not backwards, which it probably is. Down the side, these are the boxes that we have to fill in. And on this side is some pointers about how to do that, okay? So first we're gonna talk about reliability in this video. So what is reliability? And this is something else that I will link to. Okay, so this is another Google Doc that I set up, and I'm going to try to put the references so you know where it came from. So types of reliability: internal reliability, external reliability. Most of the time when you ask about is an instrument reliable, you're looking for internal reliability. That may also be referred to as internal consistency. So throughout the instrument, is it consistent? Does it consistently evaluate what you're trying to evaluate? Okay, so internal reliability, you're looking for internal consistency, which is, and all this says right here, which is reported, it's often reported as a correlation coefficient, Pearson's R, alpha coefficient, or Cronbach's alpha. All of those are correlation statistics. So how well things are correlated with each other, which I think everybody has had research. So correlation is basically how they're related, right? So what she talked about, positive correlation, as one goes up, the other goes up. Negative correlation, one goes up, the other goes down. And so if you're looking for reliability, you want things to line up. You want them to have a positive correlation. And so you're looking for a particular statistical number to know that. For your purposes, what you guys need to know is the keywords you're looking for, like internal consistency, and you need to know, which on here as well, the scores. So this says scores may be excellent, above 0.85, good 0.75 to 0.85, moderate 0.5 to 0.75, or poor, which is less than 0.5. So if something is correlated less than 0.5, I don't have that either. I think there is a visual she used that had a line with lots of dots all over the place. So 0.5 means that those dots don't line up very well. They're not very well correlated. It's like half the time it's just random. They're not correlated. I talk so fast, I'm sorry. Okay, so but use this, print it, use it. It really will be helpful, I hope. And yeah. So as long as you know what reliability is, this will help you find what you're looking for. Okay, and this was the other one that I had found, which for me is helpful. I'm a very graphic, visual kind of person. I get lost in the words. So this reminds me that I'm looking for reliability, but there's lots of different kinds of reliability. So when I am looking at how the MMY is reporting reliability, they could be reporting stability over time reliability. They could be reporting equivalence, which honestly, I'm not that familiar with. They could be reporting internal consistency, which they can get from split half, interrelator, or Cronbach alpha. So this is why it's not easy because you could look at the report and it says, test retest reliability is 0.86 and internal consistency is 0.75, and you're like, what am I supposed to use right now? Typically, when you're talking about an instrument and you're talking about reliability, you want internal consistency. That what is the internal reliability? Now, if you'll remember from my example in the last video, if you are doing if you have designed a measure, so like we hypothetically designed the PEE, which is a boy's accuracy of getting pee in the toilet, right? And we said that we could have the self-report, so what the boy reports, the parent report, and the sibling report. And then we've already got 3 different things to evaluate. But then also maybe it would be helpful to gather information about their confidence level in their accuracy, right? And so you could also have self-report, parent report, and sibling report. And now suddenly I've got internal consistency for self-report, the internal consistency between the people's report, but I also have internal consistency between accuracy and how they feel about how accurate they are, you see? And so now I've got multiple internal consistency reports, numbers that I'm looking at. So let's actually apply it to something that we're doing, because I think that that will help. And I'm watching my time. 5 minutes. I talk fast because it just takes a while. Okay, so the Mask 2 Multidimensional Anxiety Scale for Children, 2nd edition. I'm going to try to like not give all the answers because I don't want to cheat, and I don't want, I know she said I don't want to give a specific example, but I feel like you need something to work with to know, to have some kind of idea of what we're dealing with here. All right, so if you go to, if you're looking at the Mask 2, the MMY report, and I've read through the front page that's got all the summary, right? And now I'm to the people who are reporting on it, and we've gone through development. Development is here, and now I am, if you're on a computer, you're scrolling. I am scrolling to, I thought this was the technical section. There it is. Okay, technical. And actually it's a, hold on, I lost myself. Wait, please. Yes, it is in the technical section. Thanks for bearing with me. Okay, so I'm reading this, okay? Technical, blah, 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 technical manual, T-scores. We're not dealing with that right now. Okay. Then it says scale reliability estimates for internal consistency, test, retest reliability, and stability were offered. That tells us there's three reliability stats that are going to be reported on. So right there, I'm looking for 3 different ones. And then it says internal consistency estimates, which is mostly what you're looking for when you're trying to evaluate an instrument, were sufficient. That's good. Sufficient is good for all reported subscales. Okay, wait a minute. There are subscales. I don't know about you. A lot of times I will skim the first part because we got to do 10 of these, and so I will try to quickly gather what I need to know. But when I see subscales, I'm going, okay, it's like the PEE instrument, and so we've got feelings about accuracy and actual accuracy. Those would be subscales, right? So what subscales are in the Mask 2? So let's go up here. Back at the beginning, multi-rater assessment. Okay. Scores 13. All right. Separation anxiety phobias, generalized anxiety disorder, social anxiety. Okay, this is all the stuff that it evaluates. Thanks for bearing with me. Description. Okay, so now I'm at the description. This is the process I go through. So I'm just taking you all along for the ride, I guess. Clearly I'm not quite organized enough. All right, so the Mask 2 is a revision, so that tells me there's also an original Mask, which we may get reliability information for as well. Okay, it's got updates, good, creation of a parent form. Okay, so I've got student or kid report and parent report. This is what I wanted to do. All right, so on my little piece of paper, I would be writing Mask 2, okay? So there's a version 1. This is probably going to be reversed, isn't it? There's a version 1. It really is going to be reversed. I'm sorry. There is a kid report, and there is a parent report. So I'm going to write that down. Okay. Can you see that? Kind of, sort of. Okay. So, kid report, parent report. Provides anxiety, reports of anxiety symptoms, data collected, scoring protocol, adds a new dimension of anxiety for diagnostic support, including a generalized anxiety disorder index, the obsessions and compulsion scale, and overall anxiety probability score. All right. So, the Mask 2 SR, do we know what that is? That would be, I'm assuming, the student report. Hold on. And the Mask 2P. I'm going to go back and look. What's the SR? The SR is I'm looking for anywhere that has it. Well, I know the parent form says mask 2P. I don't really know, but I'm going to assume that that's the kid report. All right, can be completed as a paper pencil version or online. Reading level, so children have to be able to know how to read. Okay, scores. Okay, here we go. Right before development, scores are generated on the following scales and subscales. They have a lot of subscales. All right, so ready? This is what makes it take a while. And you don't have to do it this way, but if you find that you're looking for reliability and you get confused, this is what I would do. I would break it down. So it says scores are generated on the following scales and subscales. We have got separation, anxiety, phobias, okay? We've got generalized anxiety disorder index. I'm gonna write GAD. We've got social anxiety. Okay, and then it says total, composed of social anxiety, total. All right. It is. It's confusing, people. Total. Is the total for that? I'm not sure. So I'm going to put, so I wrote those three down, and then I'm going to write total, question mark. I'm not sure. Okay. So then it also says obsessions, compulsions. All right. Obsessions, compulsions, physical symptoms. Okay, now we're getting something weird because it says total. All right, and harm avoidance. And then it also says, in addition, a total score, an anxiety probability score, and an inconsistency index designed to measure response patterns. Okay, so I'm also going to note those. Anxiety probability score and inconsistency index. All right, so now our measure just got really, really complicated because I have got one instrument that I am trying to evaluate, and it has got these separate subscales that you could all do reporting on how reliable and valid they are. This is why it gets complicated. Okay, so psychometrically, it was built on the original mask. I'm skimming. It tells me kind of how many items there are. All right, now, where did I leave off? Now I've got an idea of the instrument I'm working with. It talks about norming, but that's a different thing that we're filling in. We're only focusing on reliability right now. Okay. Back to technical. Scale reliability estimates for internal consistency. I'm out of room already. Okay, reliability. Sorry, I'm writing it down. So they give us internal consistency, and they give us, I can't spell. I'm just going to write that because nobody can read it anyway because it's backwards. Hold on, my son is, what's up? Just talk to me.
Where's my phone?
Oh, it's in my purse.
Okay, are you going to cut that off?
Nope. Keep going. Because it's complicated. All right, retest reliability and stability. All right, so 3 kinds of reliability that we're offered. All right, so now not only do I have these subscales, but I've got 3 kinds of reliability that they're going to talk to me about. All right, internal consistency estimates were sufficient for all reported subscales with internal consistency, so that means internal reliability. Estimates were sufficient, that's good, for all reported subscales. Okay, now we know what the subscales are. These are the subscales with total score alpha coefficients of 0.92 for the SR, right, the kids, and 0.89 for the P. So that tells me the internal consistency, we have our answer. For the dash SR is 0.92, and for the parent is 0.89. Can you see that right there? Backwards. Okay. That's what you're looking for. So now I know what the SR and the P are. I know what the subscales are, right? So what that tells me is there's actually two forms of this instrument for the kids to fill out and for the parents to fill out. And for the parents, it is 0.89. That's what the internal reliability, internal consistency is. And for the kids, it's 0.92. That's what theirs is. So if I were filling out the assignment that we have, it is okay to put reliability as a range, right? So I would say, without giving the answer, reliability ranged from the parent reliability to the kid reliability. I would put those two numbers in. And if so that you know what you are saying, 0.89 to 0.92. Do y'all remember on this, right? This has got the cheat sheet. So scores may be excellent above 0.85. Okay, 0.89 to 0.92. That's excellent. That is good internal reliability for both the parent and the student reporting. So that seems like good internal reliability. That's what I just learned, but it's complicated. Like I said, it's complicated. Anyway, hopefully that helped. That was 16 minutes long. I'm so sorry. I hope it was worth your time. Let me know if you have questions, and I will try to record on validity as well.